right, motherfuckers, we back.
Back at it again.
This is the 2 Cents You Call It podcast.
One time for the one time.
I am your host, X, and I'm here with my brother from another mother, Dulup. What's happening?
What's happening, my brother?
Hey, man, you know what it is.
We changing it up this week, man. We are back tonight on a Saturday night instead of a Friday.
Yeah, man, back-to-back nights.
Yeah, we doing 2 back-to-back episodes because for the listeners out there, we are going to take a little bit of a hiatus. Just a little bit. It ain't going to be too long.
Too trusty. We got to figure out how we going to release these. They might have enough episodes to last them a month.
It might.
Release it in the batch so you can listen to it like Netflix.
But as far as recording, we are going to take the month of March off. But we will be back with episode number 36 in April. And we got some, we got some things in the pipeline for y'all. We got some things we're going to work on. And hopefully come back, pretty strong in April. So for episode, for episode number 36. Y'all know what it is. As always, on YouTube, you can catch us at the 2 Cent You Call It podcast. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Press that notification bell.
Press that. Yeah, press the notification.
Press that notification bell so you can get all of our notifications.
Yes, sir.
That is on YouTube, and then you know what it is.
Type about to follow.
For your listening pleasure.
Yeah.
For your listening pleasure, we are on Spotify.
Spotify.
Apple Podcasts. Google Podcasts. Is that it?
And
I just got thrown off.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
and Google Podcasts. Yeah, we in, man. Housekeeping rules, my brother. What's in your glass?
Tonight I'm going to name this to Jenny, because I'm making it tonight, and I guess it'd be the motivation. She's the closest woman close.
Okay.
So I got a peach whiskey. I have a lemonade vodka and lemonade. So it's kind of blonde. So I guess we can do it. We can make it like that. So
okay.
This is gonna be the Jenny from going down.
That's what's up, man.
What's in your glass, brother?
Well, since we recorded back to back, I still have the ingredients from last night, which was episode 34.
I want to see if they talk shit about you.
Hey,
like they talk shit about me.
This is out of the ordinary, but if you joined in for the first time, the banner is a apple whiskey, a spiced apple rum, a sour apple mixer, and a tonic water.
Say snaps.
Snaps.
Okay, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, man. So we got a little bit of a different show tonight.
Yeah.
Setting up this show was a little bit crazy. First of all, anything that happened today, I'm blaming it on you because you set the show up.
Brother, let me tell you something. It was,
it was a struggle.
I tried to play around a whole bunch of people's schedule.
Yeah.
Because we were supposed to go bowling today, too.
We were supposed to go bowling, but the times changed. I think it was originally one time, and then it happened to be another time, and then along with that time, it happened to be later than that time. So we here now.
Hey, brother, you know how it goes. We adjust. We got a studio on the go.
Yeah. So we are here today. Today in the show, we got a couple of guests with us. We're going to go ahead and introduce those guests. First, sitting right next to me, the lovely lady. We got Jenny on the show. Hey, Jenny.
Hey, y'all. What's going on?
Why don't you love me, Jenny?
Jenny.
Hey.
What's up, Jenny?
Hey, what's going on?
We are happy to have you on the show. We're going to introduce our next guest when he actually is able to come back and sit down because
he's dealing with his son right now.
Yeah, he messing with the. If you heard if you heard the barks in the background, you know that we are. We got another guest, but welcome back to the 2 Cent podcast. Corey, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, man? How y'all doing?
So,
Thank y'all.
The folks already might know how Corey knows us, but Jenny, how do you know us?
Actually, I met the both of you through Corey. I met you guys through Corey.
Nice.
There are other affiliations, but through Corey.
I appreciate that, Wild, because she got on here testing, and she was loud and ratchet, and now she over here being all sophisticated. You don't get called out on this show. That's how it goes. I did podcast.
I speak right now into existence that I'm going to remain calm.
Don't.
During this podcast.
I want you to see you get loose.
Well, before
I will not be
loose.
tempted.
Get loose.
Before we get into
Loose already.
Can't hold it back. Before we get into it, what are y'all drinking? Corey, what you drinking?
Well, I am non-alcoholic.
Oh, okay.
Until someone pressures me. So I did start with watermelon lemonade by Snapple. but then it's been touched with a little bit of sliced apple rum by Captain Morgan with sour apple schnapps, and it's good. It's real good.
Okay, Jenny, what you got over there?
I would like to call my drink the X at 3:30. I'm drinking Noble Wolf vodka, peach vodka with a little Topo Chico and some Simply lemonade.
Okay, we throwing them brands out there. I hope they gonna monetize us because
It's Black History. Well, it's Black History Month, so Noble Wolf, y'all
we
can
gonna
get
shout
free
them out.
advertising
Yeah.
on here. Captain Morgan, I don't know what you are. You look a little
tan.
caucus or something.
Hey, we appreciate y'all coming on the show tonight. We are grateful to have you all. It was a struggle.
It was a struggle.
It was a struggle getting y'all to this show.
Yes, it is.
I feel like it's been a struggle
Every day is a struggle.
Every time we have a guest.
that shit. Well, last episode was a struggle too.
Oh yeah, because
Hey, but y'all say this is episode what?
3719. Shit.
Well, y'all are doing something right, so kudos to you guys.
Right.
Appreciate it.
thank you.
She's so positive. She's so positive.
We
When
gonna
the mic's
start.
on,
That's right.
when it's mic's on, she's gonna be cussing everybody out again.
Not.
Well, since we're doing it back to back, we've already talked about our weeks on episode 34. So this is for y'all. Jenny, how was your week?
My week was amazing. I always look forward to the weekend, though.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a busy time at work. In my profession, we are facing accountability, and so that's the state testing. But it was busy, but it was good. We had actually a holiday on Monday. It was President's Day, so we were off, and then we had a winter storm, and we were also off on Thursday. And then we had a delayed start on yesterday, so it was an abbreviated week, but it was a good week.
I hate delayed starts when I was in that area. Like, just give us the whole day off.
Yeah.
Right, or make us start on time, one or the other.
Man,
But it was a good week.
well, I know you've had President's Day off for a while. I had President's Day off. Did you have?
I did off.
Corey, did you have
Doesn't
President's?
exist in my line of work.
So what I was gonna ask is, have you always had President's Day off? Because it literally just started for us maybe last year, I think.
Yeah, I have, but I work in the on the business side of everything. And so
yeah.
you in another realm of
Yeah.
everything. So y'all are never off on anything. So yeah, for what I don't. Yeah, for the most part, we didn't have Martin Luther King Day off, but we had President's Day off.
So do y'all now have MLK Day off?
Now we do.
Okay.
Because they just made the national holiday.
Right.
Yeah.
In most states, except for Arizona, I think they still don't celebrate.
Still don't believe, but yeah.
Shout out to Black History Month.
Yes.
Corey, how was your week, man?
It was interesting, but I'm here. I work for the weekend, so I look forward to it. It's only 2 days, or I guess 48 hours where I can just tune out. But
Everybody's working
right.
for the weekend.
It's a challenge, man. But I'm here, so I'm not gonna complain because it could be worse.
Well, we blessed to have y'all in our presence. Don't start singing because I know y'all's having you.
You took it out of my mouth.
Jenny, you gotta. Oh my God!
X, don't start. X, don't start.
Start.
Don't.
Start.
I see your medicine is kicking in. So that's good.
It's the medicine and the drinks.
Okay, we're good.
Jenny, you got a special occasion coming up this week. You have a birthday.
I do.
It's
I
Pisces
do.
season.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Shout out to all the Pisces.
Shout out to the water signs. We
Yes,
God
yes.
dang.
We love hard. We're good people.
Pisces are tough.
We are tough.
Happy birthday though, but you're tough.
Why the though behind happy birthday?
There's always a but. Comma
But kills it all. But I have a birthday on Wednesday. Think about it. Wednesday.
You
Yes.
supposed to know when your birthday is.
I had to think about it. I'm getting older. That's a blessing.
Well, they say you never ask a lady, but on this show we do. You want to tell how
21 times 2. Do
21
the math.
Okay. Look at you.
Okay, come on.
I'm
sit your
blessed
ass
to
down.
see it, but it doesn't seem like it. But yes.
You don't look like
I'll
it
be
either.
42.
You are
Go ahead.
wearing it very well.
Thank you. I'm blushing. And the other people's lashes blushing.
Well, that's what's up. What you got planned for your birthday?
Work. No, I do have to work, but I think I'm going to celebrate Tuesday. It's Fat Tuesday, so I think I may go hang out.
Yeah, it's Mardi Gras week.
Absolutely. So I think I'm gonna get it in on Tuesday.
What's
and
Fat
then-
Tuesday?
It's the start of
When
monograph.
you get fat?
Yeah, I get fat every day.
It's when you're supposed to get all your sin out before Lent.
X, do you get all your sin out on Fat Tuesday?
No, I don't. I'm not Catholic, so I don't celebrate. I don't practice
Sin is
Lent.
sin. Sin
It
is
is.
sin.
It is.
Do you get it all out?
It left the crimson stain.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Let's get it out.
Yeah. I've been good on my sins. Speaking of sins, I need to
Pray.
let me say
Repent.
this. Go back to my week because I didn't talk about this.
Okay, so what happened to your week?
What's the over under on my thirst trap of me personally posting a thirst trap? What y'all think?
What you mean the over under?
How long do you think I can go without posting a thirst trap?
Well, and I didn't talk about that on the last episode either
10
because
days.
you pissed me off.
Did I?
And I said, you raggedy bitch.
What happened?
Because you shouted out Brittany on the story that you posted and said she gave you, and I've been telling you that shit for the longest.
But you say it all the time. For those that don't know, Brittany told me stop posting thirst traps and just get to work.
Can
Yeah.
you please explain what that is?
A thirst trap?
Yes.
An intentional post to gain attention from, well, in my case, it was supposed to be for the opposite sex. But in my case, I've been getting some attention from other folks.
So you better stop.
So
Wait,
I think
wait.
we stop.
Thirst traps.
Wait, so
Traps
go
are
back,
serious.
Next, I follow you. I ain't never seen a thirst trap.
He
It's just
always
my workout
He's
videos, my
always
progress. You know, I'm proud of.
Oh, is that what a
always
thirst trap is?
posting
It can
a
go
thirst
from
trap.
thirst trap. That could be
I didn't
considered
know.
as a thirst
X is
trap.
always posting a thirst trap.
I thought, you know what I thought when thirst traps meant? Like when you actually blatantly say, I saw and I'm going to ask God. That's the kind of stuff I thought you was talking
Nah.
about.
Well,
Your
that can
post-
be.
Yeah.
It may lead
Yeah,
into
it
it.
don't-
That's what I
Yeah.
thought those were. But
That's the
I
trap,
ain't-
but the
I ain't
thirst
never
part-
looked at your pictures like they was thirst trap.
You just trying to gain that thirst from other people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you
Teach
can.
me
It could be
something.
words. It could be a picture.
Because I'm going to learn.
Very
Because
much so.
It's basically when you fishing for compliments, basically.
Gas.
So that's
I tell
a
you,
lot of people,
no lies.
man.
Today, I woke up this morning. Somebody said your body is crazy, and I was like, "This is not the attention that I want."
Hey, pump your head up.
Wait,
Thank God for requested DMs because it's staying over there.
Delete.
Your body is
your
crazy.
body's crazy.
Your body is crazy.
Like it.
I don't like bubbles.
You don't like what?
Don't have him repeat that shit.
I'm like Corey. I'm unlearned,
No, don't worry,
and I
man.
am learned. But I guess some things is.
I'm a heterosexual male. I appreciate if other guys appreciate my body. I mean, yeah, good to you, but no thanks, my brother.
Right.
That's the way I believe it.
Okay, I got you. I'm with you. It don't take me long to learn.
I understand. That's why I don't do my podcast anymore.
But the thirst traps
Oh,
are real.
that's why
That's why you
you
stay
need to
your
bring
ass
that back. We
alpha.
stay missing it.
Yeah, we're gonna bring back surviving. What we surviving next?
Surviving bubbles.
Just what X said.
Speaking of which,
when you go out there, that comes.
speaking of which, y'all go check out Corey's got
trying to get to the next subject.
Corey's got a podcast.
I'm sorry.
It's called Surviving. You had 2 seasons, right? 2 or 3?
2 and 2.4.
Okay, so the first
That's
one was
an odd number.
the first one was
Cut.
Surviving
Wait,
Seattle,
The third season. First season was Surviving Seattle.
and then the second season was
Surviving COVID.
Surviving COVID. Okay,
And then what was the point for?
Point 4 was Survivor's Remorse.
Gotcha. Okay.
Things you regret.
Yeah,
not
we
doing.
actually did a guest spot on his, and then
We did.
Corey's been over here, so yeah, he's our OG in the podcast game. He
yeah, he kind of
actually helped get us into the mode of actually doing the recordings and stuff like
yeah
that.
he kind of showed us kind of the mode of
So
a
he's
podcast.
like a proud father when we came over here with our stuff. Oh, y'all big shit. Nah,
I did. Y'all got to see what they put. They just revamp my front room.
I mean, I feel like I'm at 97.9
Boy,
to beat the box.
right.
All of that.
See,
Oh.
let me get your highs and lows.
Hey, well this is
No.
this is just for episode 35. When we come back for episode 36, we plan on having a lot more.
Hopefully so.
Yeah, hopefully
What y'all
so.
gonna have
If we come
cameras
back.
or something? Y'all are gonna come back.
Hey, you know, we
Hey, let me tell you something. Hey,
Let me tell you. Let me
Arby's
say
almost
this.
ruined our relationship.
We almost stopped yesterday.
Harvey.
Arby's.
Oh, I thought-
I had the meats.
Who ate Arby's? Who eats Arby's?
I eat Arby's.
X eats Arby's.
I just want to say
You're
I
the
want to know
reason.
what Mary J is singing, but however, we'll proceed with the agenda here. But
I don't wanna
she
know what
has
Mary J is
distracted
singing.
me.
Hey,
And
speaking
the
of Mary
dress
J,
is gorgeous. What is this? The
MJ had a-
NAACP Image Awards.
MJ
Well, we
had
have a
promo
hater
that ass.
amongst us. We have somebody who really doesn't appreciate Mary because they're so in love with someone else, and you can appreciate both.
It's not.
But it's okay.
It's not
But
because
we're
of
not
that.
gonna go there because
It's not-
because we'll change the whole fucking agenda.
It's not
on this
because-
show if we go there.
It's
So we're
not
gonna keep it moving.
because of
Thank
the
you
love
so
for
much. Now,
somebody
what you were
else.
saying?
It's because I love vocalists, and she is not that great of one.
Walter,
Bro.
we don't disagree. However,
Oh, okay,
comma,
thank you.
but-
That's all I wanted was the agreement. She,
Bro.
she got hits on hits on
disagree
hits.
with you.
Bro,
She got hits on hits on
I
hits.
love Mary
Well,
J.
goddamn.
X, did you interrupt me?
No, I was just letting you get your shit out, but
It's
you know
gonna
what I'm
get
saying?
out. It's coming out.
You
know,
know,
I'm over here.
Let's get it out.
What I find funny is how people always say, I look for vocalists. So your ass in your house listen to Celine Dion and shit?
I do.
Nigga,
Well, I was getting ready to say, well,
You-
who are
you
the
know,
vocalists?
I
If
listen-
you don't
I
consider
listen-
Mary J a vocalist, who?
She's not
come
the
on.
best technical vocalist. I can
Give
say
me
that.
somebody that's better. I'm not saying she's the only one, but give me somebody that's better.
Going out
You
top
got
of my
time?
head.
I'm asking a question.
Because I can run down a list.
You want just
Come on, popcorn them out.
female?
Popcorn. Yes.
Tank is a better vocalist. Jamie Foxx is a better vocalist.
Jasmine
Jasmine
Sullivan
Sullivan
is
is a better vocalist. Dondra is a better vocalist. My sister's a better vocalist.
Her is a better
Her is
vocalist.
a better vocalist.
Seventh
but
Street is available.
Brady is a better vocalist.
Oh,
I would
wow.
say Monica's a better vocalist. But
Wow.
the thing is, I love Mary.
I love her songs.
But he doesn't.
I
he
was your
doesn't- he
lover
doesn't-
and your secretary.
He doesn't appreciate the rasp like
Secretary.
well, except for Jasmine Sullivan.
I was just saying,
And,
Jasmine is all rasp.
Brandy is rasp too.
All rasp.
He
I hear you. Well,
I
we
enjoy
are
it. I
all
enjoy it.
entitled to our faves and opinions.
I love
for
Mary.
whatever the reason
I love Mary.
why.
This is the only person that doesn't
love Mary.
really like Mary like
Hey,
that.
Mary got hits on hits
the
on hits.
moral to her songs, her lyrics.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what I
here
said.
for
She
it.
has amazing songs.
Me personally, I think that 50 Cent was probably the worst performer at the Super Bowl.
I disagree.
He said it was Mary.
It was Mary.
Okay.
But Kendrick was my favorite at the Super Bowl, so I think.
So why was Mary the worst?
Because she's not a vocalist.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say this life would be boring if we didn't have our very.
So
opinions.
wait, so
That's true.
That's
why it's
because
the two
they're not a
cents.
vocalist.
Yeah.
So because they're not a vocalist, that
It's
means
hard
she
to
was
do
the
live.
worst?
It's hard to do live.
Because she's not a vocalist.
Well, first of all, she was on stage with a lot of great people.
And she's great.
She is. I didn't say that.
He just said that she
But
was
here
the,
is my
the
thing:
least
she
great.
was the only one in that genre, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to understand is like what made her the worst of the because 50 Cent was the worst. He was by far the worst.
And he was an insert. Am I
And he
correct?
was insert.
Once
I
he,
mean, technically, they both
once he
was
got off the
insert.
ceiling, I liked it.
So I just
I don't like y'all.
Once he got
yeah,
off,
we you know I you
Don't
know
say
my
y'all.
opinion,
I
my
didn't say
opinion
what
is
made
very
it
different
worse.
because you know I think when it comes to music comes in different forms and different
sure.
No,
variances.
I
But,
definitely
you know,
love Mary's passion is what sells me
what
for
cares?
yeah,
what
definitely.
cares her?
I keep saying I don't disagree there.
I think you do, but it's
But he doesn't
it's a
like-
strong but.
He just thinks that she can't sing.
Yeah, she can't.
It's the trick.
But
daddy.
nobody goes to Mary for that.
I just said that.
No.
I just said that. The argument that me and Corey have had a 2-year argument about this, and the argument was originally that Mary does not have vocals. That's all I'm arguing. I keep saying that Mary has hits on hits on hits. She
got two baby daddies, though.
She makes phenomenal songs. She was the lover and the secretary,
Secretary.
Yes,
working
she was.
every day of the week. Everybody know that song.
She was
Everybody.
at the job.
Jenny felt that way.
She
She about to flip this table over.
Fun fact: Mary is actually the reason that one of my favorite artists is in the game. Well, not one of the reasons that she's in the game, but she was a very big influencer, and her actual first hit was paying the beginning of it is paying homage to Mary.
Was that Brandy?
No, that is Erykah Badu.
Oh, really?
Yes, On and On. The knock, the beat in the beginning is that's a Real Love reference actually.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean you got to give Mary a credit, no doubt. As a songmaker, I just don't dig her as a vocalist. That's just me.
I'll tell you, that wasn't even on the docket. We got in the whole conversation about that.
But it's all black love, black magic.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we are in Black History Month, y'all. And what y'all don't know is that, well, you probably do know, a lot of our listeners know this, but if you don't, Corey and Jenny are business partners, and they own a very great clothing line, Divine Personalities. Y'all want to tell us about it?
Well, Corey is the man with the vision. He does all of the He does all of the designs. He's an awesome business partner. Am I missing something? Oh, okay.
So how long y'all been in business?
Since 16.
And how can we find you?
DivinePersonalities.online.
Okay.
You know, how we started, we went viral with that one shirt and just blew up from there.
What was it?
Y'all did like the
PVA?
the PV shirt, right?
GMU shirt,
AKA.
AKs.
Ah, that's right. I
Yeah.
ain't here with a whole bunch
At
of.
the Cotton Bowl.
And then
Shout out
we-
to HBCUs, a whole
Yes.
bunch of PV
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Hey.
PV graduates over here. Shout out to you, HBCUs, UTD, woof, woof.
Yes.
He trash.
Shout out to every black person that graduated from college.
I'm rooting for
Yeah,
everybody
that's
black.
right.
Ooh, yes, I'm rooting
Because
for everybody
it wasn't easy.
It's not.
Well, yeah.
So what's Divine Personalities up to these days? I see y'all just did a photo shoot. It was fire.
Yes, we did. We did. You know, we try to be selective with our releases because you know it's so saturated out there, and everybody is a creator these days. Everybody's making T-shirts. Everybody's making this and doing that. So we try to be selective. And so this year we went out for Black History Month. We always release a few line items for Black History Month, and this time we did 365 was the most popular. That was the highest seller that we had, and so we did a photo shoot this week, very impromptu. It was cold, it was raining, and but we made it happen. So the pictures came out really, really well.
So tell us about 365. What was the inspiration, I guess, behind that shirt?
365 is because, you know, everybody always say Black History Month is the shortest month of the year, but we're the most influential for what we call these United States. A lot of things were advanced on the backs of our people: medicine, electricity, technology,
style.
Even if you want to go even further, the cell phone, the GPS, African American woman was behind that. So, you know, to us, Black History is not just 28 days of February; it's 365.
I know.
And so we
Ice
just
is
try to
trying play
support
with me
that.
or trying to hump my leg.
He's gonna try to hump your leg. Yeah,
What are you gonna do about it?
We
when he
got
humps your leg?
we got
What
a
are you gonna
dog
do?
in the
Shake 'em
background, yeah.
yeah.
Down,
So,
Chico.
that's about it. So 365. So when you see it, it's a very simple shirt. There's nothing that relevates Black History Month on it, but it just says 365. And as you get close to it, all of the major moments in Black history is listed in those numbers. So famous people, moments in time, Black Wall Street, equality, Black Lives Matter, voter equality. So it's a pretty neat shirt. We provided it from kids all the way up to adults, and for hoodies to T-shirts to long sleeve, and it sold pretty well. That was one of our biggest sellers this year.
That's what's up. I definitely want to commend y'all, both of y'all, and tell y'all that I admire y'all, number one, and applaud y'all for
He trying to take my shoestrings.
continuing to do what you do. Like you said, y'all been in the game since 2016. And what people don't like, let's talk about this for a second, because I think what people don't understand is that when you start something, like we're so in the time of instant gratification that when you start something, you know, if you don't see the return, and me and X have that conversation about this particular podcast because, you know, we 35 episodes in, and you start to watch,
God damn it.
you start to watch how many people comment, and you start to watch how many views you get and everything. Yeah. But at the end of the day, you know, nothing happens overnight.
It doesn't.
And it takes work. It takes time. It takes, you know, sometimes you're going to get tired because you just, you know, you want everything to happen and you want it to blow up so quickly. But y'all have been rocking since 2016. Tell us kind of the ups and downs, and then what keeps you motivated to keep going.
Well, the ebbs and flows are, that's life. And I just want to tell y'all, because you guys are starting what you call a podcast, but it is a business. And I always tell people all the time, don't get so caught up in those moments, and don't get so caught up in the statuesque of everything. It really goes, it pretty much at this point.
Okay. Yeah. Nah, Jenny, so how has it been for you on the ride?
Well, like you said, it doesn't happen overnight. You do have your trials, you have your tribulations, you have your ups, you have your downs. But when God gives you a vision, you make it come to fruition.
Okay.
And Divine Personalities, some of you know our story, some of you don't. However, but when you see our models smiling and people purchasing those shirts, a lot goes behind that. And
Okay.
so it's just, you have to have a plan. And with the plan, you have to work that plan. You have to monitor that plan. But yeah, it's been a blessing. It's a joy. Corey, he's the man with the plan. And like I said, I couldn't ask for a better partner.
But let me reiterate.
From across the room?
From across
He
the
had to
room.
come back. Yes.
Let me just say this, though. I really didn't have a plan. I am very creative in what I do, my vision, but I don't have what you call the plan to implement. And that's what Jenny stepped in. She helped me, and she comes in and she keeps me grounded, because I'm all over the place when it comes to ideas. And the best way for you to stay relevant in what we do, which is apparel, you have to be out of the box. Because just prime example, what was it, 3 years ago? I did a founder's sweatshirt for an organization, and it was kind of like an all-over pattern. And when it was before its time, people did buy it across the country, but we didn't market it like we did. But this year, somebody came out 3 years later, like a major apparel brand, and reiterated that design, copied our design, and someone did a side-by-side and sent it to me and say, look at the influence you have. And so we were before our time, but we just try to have a good time with these shirts, with the things that we create, because we want people to be able to afford our product, but also rock our product and have a statement at the same time.
Well, y'all definitely made some dope stuff, from sweatshirts to jewelry and everything like that.
Yes.
And I listening to y'all story, y'all actually remind me of me and Dub and stuff, because he is actually the person that keeps me on track, because I'll be somewhere in left field and he'll bring it back and be like, all right, this is how we need to.
But you the one started it. We talked about this on the first episode when we told the story of how this podcast came to fruition. My schedule stays busy. Like I always got something going on, and doing something, or I'm always overworking myself. And so when we started the podcast, X was like, hey, there had been conversation about it, but really no movement. And so X was like, hey, we gonna do the shit or not? So, you know what I'm saying? And after that, it really just got to going and going and going. And now we looking at 35 episodes, like just trial and error, you know what I'm saying? Going back to the instant gratification, like we had no clue what we was doing when we first started it. Like X had a little bit of background in, the mixing board and everything else. But when we started, man,
y'all go back and listen to
episode what? Episode 1.
We sounded like this. Hey, what's up, motherfuckers? We back.
Yeah, episodes 1 through 10 are like trash, real trash. I mean, not the content, not the content, but
not even the quality. It was a good starting quality. They just have evolved, but it was not trash.
Well, I appreciate it, but we just we was working it out.
Like y'all balance each other, and I think that's the thing with Corey and I.
That's
someone that there's a balance. So.
Put your lips on my. But yeah, you definitely want to have a business partner.
Okay, Jill.
that balance you out. That's all you need to. Shit, fucked up my train of thought.
I tend to do that to most. Go ahead.
Anyways,
having a balance.
Yeah, balance.
Starting
like if you're having
1.
With your business partners and stuff like that. But y'all have known each other since college, right? Or even before then.
We knew each other in.
Didn't fuck with Jenny.
College.
Jenny didn't fuck with me in college. I I didn't fuck with Janet either. We got cool when we got here. She was
He
real
wasn't
mean
really
to me.
cool, and
she
he
was
wasn't.
ignorant. She was unkept. She wasn't a
I
nice.
was unkept.
She wasn't nice,
I
y'all.
have never been unkept.
I mean, unkept in her personality and her character. She was
What in
very
my
cruel.
character?
She was very cruel when I first met her.
Was not.
And I told him, stop inviting her.
Anything with a tongue will tell a lie.
Jenny, what happened?
True.
Tell him.
First of all,
come on. What happened when? How did we really get tight when they inviting you a lot of places?
I don't even know who they are.
Because
Who
we
was
keep
them?
them anonymous.
But I'm just saying, I
don't
remember
want to see
one
you win.
person.
That's the thing that
There was
DJ
one
Khaled
person.
be talking
And who was
about.
that person?
I think I was invited to 2 things.
And Jenny kept declining. She could say 2, but it was more like 4 or 5. And so every time we invited Jenny, she would always say, sorry, you guys. Thank you so much, but I wasn't.
busy and I was booed up.
And guess what? At that last time, I said, stop inviting her. And Jenny got ignorant, remember?
And I didn't lose any sleep.
You did?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Well, y'all story
Anyway,
sounds.
we've been freaking fratting through thick and thin ever
We're
since.
neighbors.
y'all
You
sound
literally
like
can walk out my back door and see Jenny's front door.
it sounds
That's how
like
tight we are.
He loves me.
be a Dove's introduction to each other.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like.
we
But
definitely
we
wanted
did.
to fight me.
Yes.
Yeah,
Did you?
we hated each other.
I don't believe that. I
Hey,
don't
here-
believe
you're
no,
the
no.
common
Don't
denominator.
say we hated each other. You hated
Podcast
me.
world. Y'all hear that? Corey is the common denominator.
No, Dub is Walter. in
But
this
I'm still
point.
saying you're the common denominator because you were one. You said he wanted to fight you.
No,
No, they're talking
we
about
talking
to
about
fight
what
me.
we made.
Oh
See?
well.
See?
But let
Are
me
you
go. Let me
okay?
go ahead. I'm just fine. Corey wants to fight everybody. Okay, I digress.
No, but definitely when me and X first met, I couldn't stand X. Like I didn't.
Why? When was this?
This
I don't never remember
this is
y'all
a
at
story
all.
for a later time. but I didn't like X when I first met him.
14. You met him with
We
13.
met,
though,
we met
right?
in 13. Yeah,
Yeah, but they was getting ready to do some other stuff. And
Yeah.
I was an asshole.
yeah.
Well, you should have been.
But
yeah, in
but
that
yeah, that's
particular- yeah. So yeah,
yeah, that's a
It would've
conversation.
it made him who he is today.
but well,
Because
nah,
if
I
you
think
wasn't an
he was
asshole,
he's gonna be an asshole regardless.
well, he is an asshole. But what I'm saying is, if you know,
I
if you
I
wasn't
sure
an
hope I
asshole
didn't
to
contribute
him-
until you the asshole
So
that
you
you are.
were an asshole. So you've changed.
This
That's good.
we talked about that
I don't
earlier.
know you
like
as an asshole,
some
so that's
people,
why
some
I'm thinking.
people just go with the thought of that's just me.
And that's
and
not okay.
and then you can always improve, you can always change,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But that's another subject for another day. I think we got
We went all
Way
left
out
field, and somebody that we what
you
this
got
is-
three. You got 3 people that get you off docket.
Well, first of all, one of our guests keeps getting up.
Hey,
Because
he saw me
attention
do
is
it.
not there. He's telling my attention.
well, everybody, if y'all could visually see this, there's a full motherfucking bar on my table. My drink is not on the table, so I have to go to the kitchen and get mine.
There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Yeah. Ice was chewing on my shoes, pulling my shoestrings out,
Yeah, they
humping my
They
leg.
made me put ice in time.
But he
out.
didn't make you, did
They're
he?
gonna make you put that baby.
I was like,
in
what the
timeout.
fuck is going on underneath this
It's over
table?
having a conniption
However,
over there.
Ice didn't start cutting up until this.
Podcast started. He was really good, y'all. As soon as the nigga said that,
He
I mean,
wanted
as soon
to
as
be-
those guys said action,
He wanted to be heard.
like a typical child.
Yeah. But
yeah, man.
we
Get us back
We,
on track.
no, yeah, we gonna get back to we coming out of Black History Month, but we gonna come out of Black History Month and the pandemic straight into a World War. What's
Man.
World War III is coming, man. What's going on?
Bro, let me tell you, I saw a post today.
Yeah.
Ja Rule said, war is not the answer. And then they posted underneath him, Dave Chappelle, when he does his stand ups, like, where is Ja? Gotta be Ja Rule. Because people, like, they look to celebrities to tell you about stuff
Yeah.
that they don't really have an expert opinion on. Like,
Yeah.
why the fuck would I care what Ja Rule has to say
About
at this,
war?
this
Yeah.
time and stuff like that? But, celebrities, they...
celebrities
Well,
run the world.
the
man.
same reason that everybody cared about what Cardi B was saying when the election was going on. I mean,
Everybody really didn't care. She just was a hot topic.
but no, that's I was saying
Yeah.
that sarcastically.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I digress.
Yeah, no, I mean,
We all over the place, y'all. I'm sorry.
this is
Life. We are all over the place. Life.
You could have waited till you got back to the microphone to say
You
that.
talking to me?
This is definitely the last episode of the season.
It's uncut. It's raw. It's life.
We're really fucking up their protocol.
I want Jenny to decide what position she gonna talk into the microphone in.
Say what now?
Cause she come far, then she get close.
But I want you to watch TV and not me.
We're trying to fix your levels, baby. You're fucking up our levels.
Oh, I'm just fucking up the podcast. That's what I do. I fuck people up. Get over it.
Yeah, but how y'all feel right now? Like what a time to be alive, I guess. Because let me tell you, I had this discussion with
Jenny, you say you was alive during World War II, right?
Bye.
I'm messing with you.
I had hold on, y'all. Before you unleash, hold on, Jenny. I had this discussion with somebody the other day.
Carter G. Woodson.
I had this discussion with somebody the other day.
Sorry.
Was that level right? Carter G. Woodson.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we are friends, so y'all can see the love in this room.
Oh my God.
Hey,
well, you can't
The
see
creator
it.
of the peanut.
No, that's Black History.
I know what you call me.
Carter G. Williams. No,
No,
that's
Woodson.
you thinking
He's the
of
father of Black
George
history.
Washington Carver. I'll tell you something.
So as you can see,
This is
Black History.
this is why we need to have more
Y'all see
Black
they
history.
coming for me though. They're coming
in
for
school.
me. I'm the only female here tonight. They're coming for me, but keep coming.
We protect black women.
Walter, I hate you didn't
We
want-
protect black women on this podcast.
Hey, I'm here.
We
for
treat
it.
you as
Thank
equals. That's all.
Yeah, there's no glass ceiling here.
Yeah.
We all can get the
But
smoke
Dub
until you-
Dub trying to get his thought out
And
for
I'm
5
gonna
minutes.
roll it back.
Martin Luther King was over there speaking. What happened?
It's never mind. But I was saying that
Langston Hughes.
Vernon Woodson.
Life for me.
Nah, but I was saying that I was having a conversation with somebody the other day and we was talking about like our age range, like our circle and group of people. We've seen so much in our lifetime that it's ridiculous. Like you think about all the stuff that we've lived through at this point, and you go back in time, and usually this kind of stuff is only once in a lifetime type stuff. But we're dealing
back to back.
We've
Back
dealt
to
with
back.
so much, and we ain't even old, y'all. Like,
But we're still uneducated at the same time.
well, yeah. I mean, that's
it's like prime example. We're talking about this war is real serious.
Yeah.
But black people on internet comparing Mary J. Blige getting touched by Michael Jordan versus getting touched, and it's becoming a thing. Like,
But don't
too
just
close.
say black people though. It's everybody. Like
Yeah, we talked about that last episode because I think it's
no,
because the black
social media
the
has
black
ruined-
culture, it pushes everything, and
does.
and we use
We have to
comedy
own-
to cope with a whole bunch of I said a whole bunch of
It's okay.
a whole bunch of stuff. This that.
I make you
alcohol
nervous,
talking.
X.
Oh.
Jenny.
I can make you put your
X.
phone down.
Don't make me take you across the street.
X.
Yeah.
X. I mean,
Put it-
to do what? Unlock the door because I'm scared of the dark. Maybe. That's
Oh,
what's up.
Jenny.
It's gonna be dark when I let this thing loose.
Jenny.
Blue Joe. Oh,
Wake me up when
anyways.
you done.
Oh.
All right. See, y'all did.
No, that's
get in trouble.
we don't condone that. That's called something in the court of law. That's
What is
we,
that called?
she
Right?
said.
Oh. No, I don't think so.
But no.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Get it back. We pushed the
limit.
the culture.
X took it way over to Ukraine, but go ahead.
We push the culture and stuff. We use comedy to cope with things and stuff like that. And you
That's
see
true.
that influence in everything else.
Well, I think it's finding your peace because sometimes it does get a little too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes like I said, we've dealt with a lot in our lifetime. We've seen a lot. And so sometimes you got to find that peace in the midst of everything. So we use comedy a lot to find that peace. During this time, because you said it is serious, Corey, during this time, how do we find peace? Like, how do you find peace in your everyday life?
Well, I was just put everything in perspective and just realize, like, with my job, if it's stress on my job, I can't do or I can't change what it is for tomorrow. So just put it off and just pick it up the next morning because it's going to still be there. I'm not going to kill myself or worry about it. Same with this war and this situation what's going on. It's very unfortunate what's going on with Ukraine. I hate that it's going on the way it's going on in Ukraine, but America's not perfect. We're at war with ourselves. So it's like we're out there trying to fight for somebody's peace and prosperity. but we don't have peace and prosperity walking amongst ourselves.
Right.
You know, every day walking while black, there's a situation that might cause us to either get killed or, marginalized, etc. And it's not just us. So I think when I find my peace, I just always value what's most important to me, and that's just family, God, friends, those around me, and just move forward. And just pray for those things I can't change, because God's got everything in control.
I feel you. Jenny, how about you?
Well, I want to go back and revisit something that you said as far as us, our age range, and what we've experienced in life. And I think about my parents. And, of course, my father is deceased, but my mother is still living. But I think about what they went through, what they had to bear, segregation. I think about my grandparents, or my great-grandparents, should I say, speaking of slavery, and so they lived it, they experienced it. So I'm very grateful to those who paved the way, and I will never, ever forget that. And so I really wish that a lot of our age group, I'm not saying that we don't pay homage and think about those kinds of things, but we've experienced a lot too, and we have a lot to overcome. I think about that song, "We Shall Overcome," but we still have a lot to overcome. How do I cope with just what's going on? Peace. And how do I get peace? Prayer. I read my Bible every single night. Some nights I dig a little deeper in the Word and Scripture and study more, but some nights I have a favorite go-to scripture, which is Luke 1:37. With God, all things are possible. So that's really how I cope and find peace, is through the Word and through prayer and music. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about our go-tos on episode 34. Corey, what's your go-to when you feel like you stressed, you feel like you overwhelmed? What's your go-to to kind of center you?
Music.
That was on my list too.
It's just really it'll soothe you. So
some Mary, put some Mary on.
We're not going to touch on that, but I just listen to all genres of music. I don't do country, but I do classical. I do jazz. I just really, music is really a comforting. It's a speaker in every room in my house.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Speaking of houses, he just segued us into our next topic.
Look at that.
Yeah.
When do you do it?
Yeah. Myself, Jenny, and Corey, we all are homeowners. X is definitely on that way. He is gonna happen for him.
Y'all are single homeowners.
Yes, and that's what I was about to get to. So we are all single homeowners. And you brought this topic up, X. Where did you want to go with that one?
I just saw something that 3 people had in common.
Okay.
And there's those stigmas out there of people that are single and they own their own home, and
we've been called
selfish or lonely and everything like that. So I just want to get y'all aspect of the single homeowners that happen to be black as well.
Okay.
What went into that process? Well, I don't want to get too far into the process of actually buying a home, because I know that's a lot. But
yeah,
your mental state of when you said, okay, this is time to go ahead and start this process.
Jenny, let's go with the lady.
Oh, well, actually, I bought my first house at 28.
Okay.
So I just wanted something different. I felt like it was time for me to own home ownership. And so I had to figure out what area. At that time, I was living north. And so I always thought I would live north. And so I was north for 15 years. But at the time, I was living in Plano in an apartment. And so it was cheaper, and I wanted a house in Plano, but it was cheaper to go out to Frisco or Prosper. So I ended up in Frisco. Okay. And I simply loved it. It was a bedroom community, and what that means is that, there were young couples in the neighborhood. They were having children. That was about 45 minutes at the time from my job. And so that wasn't what I desired. I lived in my home for 3 years, brand new house, loved it. Everything was under warranty. I had a great experience, and so I actually leased that house for a few years, and then I sold the house. Moved to a townhouse, and then bought my current home. And I think, Corey, you said this, that you had heard that it's harder to buy your second home than it is your first home. I can agree with that. I've experienced that. But my second house pre-owned, and I have had some problems. Nothing like foundational issues. Just, I mean, the house was built in 2005, but home ownership is a blessing, but it can also be a thorn, if you will. It just depends on how you look at it, especially being a single female. And I'm totally clueless as to everything that takes place that goes on in a house as far as repairs, except changing an air filter. So I have been taken advantage of just recently with my AC unit. But
You need to come out here and beat some ass.
no, it's taken care of now. But I didn't know. I was none the wiser. But anyway, I enjoy it. I'm not lonely. That's my sanctuary. That's my castle. You know, when I am, you know, when I've had a day at work and I'm like, ooh, I can just go home and just decompress. Like I'm good. But I enjoy home ownership and all that comes with it. You know.
What do you say to the people that say, why you got out of that house? Why you need out of that house for just you?
Because Jenny does have a mansion.
No, I really don't.
Both
nice.
Jenny and
You know what? I'm gonna say something
and,
to my
and Dub have a mansion.
that my
It's like
pastor
16,
said.
16 bedroom.
No.
Why? Because
So I can't.
I can. I bought it, thank God. And then my pastor always says, you only live one time on this side. So get what you want. And so that's the house that I wanted at the time. And my next house will be bigger than that.
Okay,
And it
come
may
on.
still just be Jenny.
It's
but
my,
anyway.
my father's house.
Yeah, it's a blessing. But I
It's a
enjoy
big
home
house with
ownership.
lots
But
and lots of rooms.
It's a lot, but hey, if you want it, you can do it.
Corey, how about you?
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna try to be simple with it. We are the most spit on population in this country.
Single people? Hell,
people
yeah.
that are successful. We get taxed the hardest. I think they take $9,800 a month out of my check for taxes alone. So
Put your
Shawanda, Bonquisha, everybody, the whole gang, they live in large, because if you do that, that's almost $100
Man,
grand
dead ass.
for a year. So I'm gonna just say that. And my mom, when she bought her first home, and we talk about how hard it was for blacks, but it was hard for black women. She couldn't even buy a house. My grandparents had to buy the house for her, and then they had to transfer it into her name at a later time, because a single black woman could not purchase a home themselves. So
that's Houston, right?
that was just all over the
All
time.
over?
You
Okay.
know, especially a black woman. It was
Okay.
very hard. You had to have your husband to do that. And so my
can see
mama,
that.
when she first got out of school, that's what she did. She bought her own house. But I always say, you know, people, you know, we try to sensationalize everything in this, you know, due to social media, and we can't blame anybody for it. But people always say, "Oh, this is my starter home," and some. I don't have a starter home. It's my forever home, because I jumped apartment to apartment. I was paying mortgage type of rents for years, and I didn't own anything. And so, one of the things in our Anglo-Saxon community, our partners over there, home ownership is the biggest equity that you can possibly have. You ever need? That's how they put their kids through school. That's how they refinance and get the cars of their dreams, because they have a home. And until we understand that, we got to understand it. But I can't wait for Miss Wright to come along and push aside for me to get a house. I don't know anybody who's gonna buy a 1-bedroom house because they're
Right.
single.
Right.
So, you know, people are, that's too much house. It's not too much house. A house is a house. A yard is a yard, and you don't know what the future may hold.
Chair's
So
a chair. Even
a
when
chair's
you know
a
what-
chair. You sit there. So all those stigmas, you hear it all the time, and like you heard X say, we got mansions. Our houses are not mansions. If I had a wife and 2 kids, this house would be too small. So, you know, yeah. So, okay, X. But no, that's just my take on everything.
Let me tell you, I had a family in a 1-bedroom apartment for a couple weekends.
You did, and it was
Yeah.
it's not good.
But you enjoyed that. You did. You enjoyed it because of the moment it was in.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
when you're in love, you do things and you accept things. But when you get out of love, you start realizing that was some dumb shit. And so that's just
It's a
all
hell of a
it
drug.
is.
It's a hell of a
Yeah,
drug.
stupid.
Yeah.
I kind of agree. I think, you know, home ownership is definitely great. I am now actually. This past week, I made 2 years in my house.
All right.
And
It's been 2 years.
It's been 2 years. It's been 2 years. I actually bought it on the week of President's Day. I bought it the day after President's Day
Okay.
2 years ago.
George Washington's birthday.
You bought it for
So
Right.
right before the
Cele-
pandemic.
to
That's what we're
celebrate-
going
Right?
into
Yeah,
the
it was right.
pandemic,
But
actually.
it was
celebrate
actually
your president.
it was it was actually a blessing because I got it when the market was still a buyer's market because it's definitely not that now.
Shit.
So I got it then. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. I think I talked about maybe 10, 11 episodes back. The fact that right now I have my sister and my nephews with me. So it actually ended up being a blessing for a lot of people because I was able to, house additional people because I had the space.
Inspired your mama to move out to the
Yep.
same section.
Yep. My mom moved out about a mile away from my home. So yeah, so it just it's definitely a benefit. But it can be stressful at times. It does come with the added expenses.
The expense. Okay.
Yeah, it does come with the
You don't
added.
have the landlord to come take care of.
Yeah,
You're responsible.
Yeah,
Unless you have
everything.
warranty,
Yeah,
you
everything.
still gotta pay sometimes.
Even like Jenny said, even going back to the air filter. When you was living in an apartment, you tell that landlord, that maintenance man, hey,
Sometimes
come change
you ain't
this.
got no slumlord.
Yeah, come change this air filter. But shit, now let me tell you, I didn't even know how high that type of shit was until I bought a house. Air filters, water filters. Damn, you almost died over there. You okay?
I went wrong. Went down wrong. But that's what she said.
You choking?
Air filters.
That's what she said.
Water filters, man. All of that shit is.
Loser.
She was talking to X, not me.
And he's absolutely correct.
But
Yeah, love me. It's all right.
I do. I love you.
all of that shit, man. So it's definitely a blessing, and like Jenny said, sometimes it could be a thorn, but I wouldn't trade it in for anything. I would definitely not go back to renting at any point.
I'm gonna turn mine into bed and bath.
A bed and breakfast.
You trust people like
I would
that?
love to
Not
do
an Airbnb, but a bed and bath.
A
I
bed
would
and
love
breakfast.
to do an Airbnb during football season, the Cowboys season. I would
Where you
love
gonna
to do
stay?
that. You said what?
Over here, she gonna stay here.
Oh, well,
I
I
got
guess she
friends
just
in
want
low
to
and high places.
She gonna walk right across the
I
street.
said-
She gonna go right across
I
the
got a
street.
key
She
and
not
the
welcome.
code
She not welcome.
right
Let
here
me tell you
at
something.
Corey's.
Jenny walked through that back door.
And I thought I was gonna
I
have to
had
pull a
my
pistol.
shit on me.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
All right,
Loser.
We're just gonna have to take it out. Just gonna have to start
Loser.
throwing these motherfuckers.
Now what? So for you, X, you definitely are on your way to home ownership. How do you what? You asked us about the.
You can be hungry over there.
You asked us about the when we made that decision, like what made us make that decision. What makes you aspire to be a homeowner?
I definitely want something to call my own. Renting is definitely something that you see. Okay, I'm putting all this money into something,
Making somebody else
but
rich.
I'm not getting nothing for it. You definitely want to have something. I aspire to be a husband and to be a father and everything like that. I want my kids to have something. I want something where Corey, you on the show now, so you can interject whenever you want.
I'm a father.
It's you're not in the background.
Not on this one.
We did an episode with Joy. And them,
It was 15. I remember it.
and Corey was in the background shouting. We was like, "You're not on the show today." So
Go listen to episode 15.
But I have all this stuff, and I want something to call my own. It's definitely something that you want to have. Black people didn't have the opportunity to have that equity, that wealth to go into the future. So it's something that I want on my own. I try to base my life on my parents. I call them the blueprint. So their marriage and everything like that. They have their own home. So I
You
try to do
haven't
everything.
said anything else tonight. That was the best thing you've said all
Jenny, we can fight. We can fight. I
But you
fight
know what's so
kids and
funny
women.
though? I think people always say when you are single and you're looking to buy a home, don't forget, you could just call the landlord. But if you truly do a review of how many times you actually call the landlord, I've lived in several apartments. I moved every year, and I may have called the landlord 3 times
So you keep
in
on
10
calling us to
years.
help you move.
You know what I'm saying? So, but this is my last move. So, but like I did an overall look at that before I decided to buy my house, and I was like, I've only called a landlord 3 times in like 10 years
I need to call
for
him for my
major
garbage
issues.
disposal. It's
And you know, it's
fucked up
like,
now.
of course, you could be petty and call them for little stuff like the
light,
the garbage disposal and stuff. But if you really tangibly look as a responsible renter, how many times you call your landlord for something? And it's very rare. So take that in consideration too when someone try to deter you and say, hey, you know, that flexibility of just calling a landlord, it's far and few between.
I think the biggest issue with that is though, with getting a home is the credit.
That's true.
People don't have that credit score in order to get in there. They got some stuff on there that they didn't know they had on there. I just recently found out I had some shit on my credit. Well, it wasn't on my credit, but some other stuff that that happened that I had to get straight that I need to do just to clear that shit up and stuff. So I think everybody aspires, but I think you just have to get to that point where you say, okay, even though I'm not in a house right now, it's like, okay, I want to get my house. I think a lot of people is just like setting that stagnation or just that comfortability level.
Well, I'm not going to even say that. What I will say is that to each his own, right? Because some people don't want to ever be homeowners, and that's fine. You know, that's on you. If you don't choose to do that, you know, if you are cool with, you know, or if you would prefer somebody to be another person to be responsible for taking care of all of the, you know, extra effects or added expenses of having to fix stuff, having to, you know, that's on you. Like you can't. I don't ever say that, you know, everybody, oh, you need to buy a home. I mean, it's great. Yeah, it's great for me, but it's not always great for everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you don't feel like that's for you, hey, do what you feel. You know what I'm saying? Some people feel like townhomes. Some people feel like condos. Some people feel like apartments. Yeah. If that's what you want to do in life, you know, you can't necessarily compare yourself to everybody and say, oh, I'm supposed to have a home because I'm 30, or I'm supposed to have a home because I'm 40. You know, I feel like to each his own. You do what's right for you.
We definitely touched on that last episode too. Yeah. It's just your timeline is your timeline.
Yeah. And it's still an accomplishment. A new home at 40 is still an accomplishment. Like you can't say that I'm behind the curve or I'm not established because I don't have a home, because that's not true.
That's it.
So I mean, I think everybody should do, you know, what's right for them. Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. We are as far as owning a home though. Corey said he's a father. We are all pet owners.
Y'all are.
And I'm, you know, yeah.
y'all heard Ice on the show, which is Corey's dog.
My boy Ice.
Y'all heard him on the show earlier.
I thought Ice was 5 years old. That motherfucker is 9 months.
9 months.
That motherfucker is in this hoe. He said y'all are guests.
I'm not gonna call him motherfucker. He's gonna be a leg fucker.
He said y'all are guests in his home.
Until I get him fixed, he's gonna screw everybody's leg in here.
Get off my mother. He's trying to do it on your chest.
How is it for y'all?
Shut up.
How is it for y'all owning pets?
You look like a Care Bear.
I didn't
love on your chest.
X, shut up.
You know what, it really has
love all over me.
It really has
Walter, you know what?
I'm sorry.
It's really made me responsible, because I have when you are single, you only have to worry about yourself, and so you know you have friends who have kids or who are married, and when they have to make a move, the first thing you say is, well, I don't have to consult nobody, or I can just grab and go. But when you get a dog, that's the first step before it's a true human. Now I don't really talk about my friends when they say they have to cancel because they can't find a babysitter, etc.
I feel you, because I was a father for her.
Stupid.
When I have, you can leave a dog alone for so many hours, but just imagine someone with a young child and they need to make a run. They either have to take that child with them or they can't go.
Yeah.
And so, but I enjoy it, man. It really gives me a hell of an excuse not to do a lot of things. First thing I say is that now I got this dog.
Jenny, how about you?
What was the question? I've zoned out.
You're a pet owner. How is it owning a
Sound
pet?
like X over there.
Right?
Y'all left me about 30 minutes ago. That's my attention span.
We was just talking 5 minutes ago.
I know, but I'm ad-libbing. I'm ad-libbing.
And this is who are shaping the future of
your children.
Hey, I don't teach teach them anymore. I shaped them for 15 years. Okay.
I'm sorry if y'all hurt your ears. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because she in that mic.
Well, I lean back.
You lean back.
And you lean back and raise your voice. Then you lean forward and get louder.
I want them to leave me alone, podcast land. I want them to leave me alone.
Podcast land.
How is it?
On in the pad, yes.
Oh, it's a joy. It is a joy. They are a lot of work, but they are lovable. And I share with, unfortunately, Corey, that they are forgiven pets.
They are.
They're forgiven creatures, if you will. You know, people hold grudges and things like that. You can spank a pet, you know, discipline a dog, and
10 minutes later.
3 minutes later, they're right there, you know, wagging their tail. But I enjoy it. This is as an adult, my second dog. So, and he's 5 months today.
Nice.
They're cousins.
Yeah.
Ice and Cage.
The doodle
They're
cousins.
doodles.
Oh, we haven't met him yet.
Is he
Gotta
mean?
bring
Cage
him.
plays no games.
Bring him over.
Nah,
Maybe
we
have
wouldn't have had this podcast at all.
Post podcast, yes, he'd have been.
He'd been in it. He probably would have chewed that
Yeah,
mic.
he's something. We're still a work in
We're
progress.
work in progress. He's young, so.
Well, that's what's up. Y'all, we thank y'all for being on tonight. We gonna end it as we always end it with our top three. So this week's top three is courtesy of our guests. So we gonna let them go first. Top 3 albums.
Corey, I've been going first all night.
So Corey,
the
top
floor
3
is yours.
albums.
Okay, top 3 albums.
Mary J.
Straight playthrough. I would say Tweet Southern Hummingbird.
Really?
Okay.
My second album would be Mary J. Blige, Share My World.
I knew it was coming.
Yay!
And my last and final album would be Bobby Valentino's first album. That's a good album.
What was it?
Is that Turn Around, Bless Me with Your Beauty?
Yeah.
Miss
Slow
Anonymous was
down.
on. Anonymous was on there, right?
Yeah. Anonymous second album.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not even a Bobby V fan.
That's before
like
you got
that,
into the what was.
To the who?
Bye. All right, X. Top 3
Extra on
albums.
mute.
What they say?
Top
the
3
Bibles?
albums. I'm gonna go no particular order. This week, y'all know my list changes from week to week. There's only one album that will not come out the top 3.
It's Tank.
Tank,
Sex,
Love,
Love,
and
and
Pain.
Pain. I already know.
Hey.
I need to listen to that.
Listen to it. It'll get you right.
Is that Maybe I Deserve Tank? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Maybe I Deserve,
I know that
Heartbreaker,
Yeah.
and all that stuff. Second album this week. I've been in Kanye mood, so
Okay.
I'm going to say Late Registration
Oh, over College Dropout?
this week.
Okay.
And then third for this week, I'm going to say Ty Dolla $ign, Free TC.
Okay. All right, cool. Miss Jenny?
I'm going to this week. I'm like X this week because it just varies. Well, every week for me, Maze.
Okay.
Yeah, I love me some Maze. Yes.
You're saying Maze and not Maze.
M-A-Z as in zebra.
What album?
Okay.
It's the one with like the little golden hands. It's Maze.
If it's your favorite, you supposed to know the name of the album.
The anthology.
The anthology. I mean, I
about to say,
like
'cause-
all of his albums, to be honest with you.
you
The
gotta let me know, 'cause
compilation, if
He
you
got
will.
about 30 albums.
He does.
So May's
But
greatest hits. May's greatest.
all of them
They
are greatest
think they
hits.
like 6
However,
songs,
but
but
I
one.
would say that because it reminds me of my childhood.
Okay.
And then I simply love and adore some Snoop Doggy Dogg, so Doggy Style.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go ahead and throw in a little gospel. I'm going to say some John P. Key, Show Up.
Okay.
That's about how I've been feeling
Okay.
these last
Okay.
few weeks. So that's right now. That's where we're at. Hey!
Show up and show out. Come on.
Nice list.
That's my favorite gospel artist.
John P. Key?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, nice. Nice.
What about you?
Look at Corey over there being a host.
Right.
'Cause I
I'm
was
gonna
about to- I
go.
was about
Yeah,
to
because he fucked
sign
it up.
off and-
I'm gonna go a couple of albums. I'm gonna go a couple of different ways with it. Since y'all did you did. You
I'm
and
gonna
Jenny
guess.
did.
I'm gonna guess.
No. You and Jenny did rappers. So I'm gonna go.
Jasmine Sullivan.
Nah, it's actually not gonna be a Jasmine Sullivan album.
What?
Even though
you better not say no JC.
Even though-
JT.
Let him finish.
Even though Love Me Back was a great album.
JT.
Nah, I'm a rapper. I'm gonna go with J. Cole, Forest Hills Drive.
Okay.
That's front to back, play for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Second album I'm gonna go is John Legend, Get Lifted.
Okay.
Okay.
That is one of my favorite albums. And the last album I'm gonna go with because it took me through my junior senior year high school. and it is Usher's Confessions. Front to back, I can play it to this day.
I can't blame you on that one.
Yeah,
That
I can
was a
play it
great
to this
album.
day, front to back.
What was on Give Lifted?
Get Lifted was Let's Get Lifted. Stay With Me. Stay With You. Ordinary People.
Okay.
What else was on that album? Used to Love You.
Used to Love You.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, it was a great album. Let me see what else is on that album. Let's Get Lifted. Yeah, Live It Up. Now, I mean, it was a great album, front to back. I can play it. So, yeah, that's my top 3, man. Y'all let us know y'all top 3 in the comments. Definitely, we want to hear from you. And just keep us going. Just remember, we will be gone. Depending on how X posts these shows, we will be gone for maybe a month.
We'll miss you.
Yeah, we gonna miss y'all, man. We love the shot callers. We appreciate y'all
Not
for
really,
tuning
but
in.
we'll miss you, but.
We appreciate y'all for tuning in with us every week. Jenny and Corey, thank y'all for being.
Definitely, man.
Thank you for being a friend. Thank y'all for being on the show. Even though it was hard to get to this show tonight.
My God.
But we appreciate it.
We want to give y'all flowers, man.
Yes.
Especially for being
We love y'all. We admire y'all.
If y'all see me in a sweatshirt, it's probably from these two.
Yeah, from Divine Personalities.
Appreciate
Definitely.
it.
Thank y'all.
But I do want to tell y'all I'm proud of y'all because I remember this was like a pie in the sky idea, and then to see, like I say, we joking about the concoction, but to see how far they've come and where they going with this thing, I look forward to it.
We appreciate it, man.
This might be the
bring
last
the
time you
visual.
say that, man. You know, this might be the last
Don't say
episode.
that.
So thank you.
Nah, we coming back.
It's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be
They
good.
may have another 2 cents.
Yeah,
So
this
I
is
might
good, y'all. Keep it up. Something positive from black men. I just love black men, so y'all keep it up.
You say that until we start
And-
talking about black women.
And
then
thank
you be
y'all
like,
so
"Shut this
much.
shit
That's
down."
a wrap and cut.
Nah, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate all the listeners. Please keep coming back while we gone. Please make sure y'all get those views up. Y'all know what it is. You can agree with us. You can disagree with us. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Father, fuck you.
At the end of the day, that's just our 2 cents on it, man. Y'all have a great week. We'll see y'all in a month.
All right.